We are all brothers. What that means. We are from Baltimore. We are from New Jersey. We are from many other places. We are athletes. We are performers. Okay? We've had good experiences that include our work with faculty, being part of the Honors College, holding elected office, living on campus, playing basketball, that probably should be one, working on campus, working with various organizations, small class sizes are something that's appreciated, meeting new people, and most important of all, growing up, not to slack off. You've learned not to drop classes. You've learned not to procrastinate. You've learned to change your study habits. You've learned that you should choose different people to hang out with. You've learned that you should have a more positive mindset about the things that you do. We are all brothers for life. Welcome, gentlemen. In my 21 years in higher education, I would say it's arguably one of the best achievements that I've ever had. These young men are the reason I come to work every day. These young men are the reason that I'm in Baltimore and live in New Jersey. I make the commute every weekend. And I do it not because of the other aspects of my job. It's this aspect of my job that's important to me. Because I can see the light when it goes on in their eyes when we're talking about their futures and things like that. So, I'm not so sure that if I wasn't connected to this program, that I would have the same feeling about remaining or being a part of my family to be here. So these students inspire me, and as much as they think they learn from me, I learn from them as well. Thank you. Courage can take many forms. There is civil courage, social courage. There's courage that we call bravery. There's courage that we call perseverance or perseverance. There's honesty, which is a subset of courage. We define courage as the ability to confront fear, pain, risk, danger, uncertainty, or intimidation. Physical courage is the courage in the face of physical pain, hardship, death, or threat of death. While moral courage is the ability to act rightly in the face of popular opposition, shame, scandal, or discouragement. This award will be given to two different young men today. These gentlemen, lest there be any mistake or any misunderstanding, these two young men are indeed heroes of mine. I need you to understand that. And as I read a little bit about each one of them, I think you will understand. I'm going to ask Dr. Avery to come stand with me. I was introduced to this young man through Dr. Avery. Dr. Avery called me and asked me, is there a position that you have in your area that you think might fit for a young man who's interested in working? Has some health issues, but is interested in working with my program. I said, absolutely. What do you mean? Met this young man, learned a lot about this young man, and every day this young man inspires me. It should inspire you all. This note is taken from May 2010's ABC News special report. Justin Islam. Justin, a 23-year-old man who may have spent more time in the hospital than in the classroom before graduation day. On this Saturday in May 2010, Justin achieved one of his goals and graduated from Coppin State University. During Justin's freshman year at Coppin, in the spring of 2005, he was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, a malignant bone cancer that spreads throughout the body and attacks the lungs. Justin's cancer has returned 8 times, but doctors can only remove it each time, not cure it. Justin missed 3 semesters at Coppin as he went through 6 surgeries and chemotherapy. Justin says the last semester was extremely hard for him. He spent a lot of time in the hospital, and his parents say he knew that one day it would happen, but with all his struggles, we just didn't know when. Justin's journey through college took longer and was more painful than anyone sitting next to him or anyone in this room. But he doesn't expect accolades for his achievement, just to note that any goal, no matter how difficult, is worth the fight. With Justin's graduation, he's now one step closer to his dream of becoming a physical therapist. Justin, thank you for your contributions to the program, and by extension, your contributions to your adopted brothers. Please.
I actually just graduated Coppin State the last semester of December 2010. I'm proud of that. But so I'm fairly new to the LMI FMI program. I actually started working here just a few weeks ago. And they actually gave me the opportunity to be able to be a part of this great program. And just from what I've seen so far, I can actually say I wish this was something that I had when I was a freshman. Just actually looking at how from a staff point of view, looking at the determination that they have to make sure that these young men do what needs to be done so that they can actually have the opportunity to be successful. It's just something the words can't really express how happy I am.
Dale Dunn was walking home from an errand and was assailed by several young men. He was shot. A bullet tore through Dale's body, causing near mortal damage. But for his strength and fortitude to live, he would not have made it home that night to his friends. He would not have found the friends who rushed him to a hospital, and he would not have survived multiple surgeries. But he had the strength. He had the strength to make it home. He had the strength to make it to his friends. He had the strength to fight for his life. And he had the strength to fight for every single breath when connected to that ventilator. This happened in October of 2010. His final GPA for that semester was 4.0. Because he fought for every breath and has endured various medical procedures, and throughout all of this, he thought about school as an astounding kind of thing. Other than his grandma's patties, Dale wanted his laptop and books so that he can continue, I remember that, so he can continue his studies. And he did, to the tune of number 4.0. And in so doing, he's demonstrated to his teammates on the track team, he's demonstrated to his mentors, Steve, myself, Mr. Saunders, and a number of other people. He's demonstrated to his mentees, he's demonstrated to the other mentors in this room, he's demonstrated to everyone, the entire campus, just what courage means. Mr. Dunn.
I'm glad I have programs such as the FY program exists at Coppin State University this semester, but this year. I really wish I could have given more back to this program, but due to opposite circumstances I can't. I hope that my legacy and the widely raised athletic performances will matched or surpassed by all of these guys in here. Congrats to you guys for finishing the first year. Please go to graduate in 4 years and hit me up on Facebook.
I'd like to take this time to read a short poem by William Ernest Henley, titled Invictus. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I think whatever God may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears, looms but the horror of the shade. And yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments this road. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you to Dr. Ross, and also thank you to the FMI program, to the mentees and to the mentors. I'd like to say thank you to the mentees for working hard and the mentors for working harder. I hope to see the results from our GPA from the spring semester and from the combined GPA for these two semesters. I expect they'll be fairly well, and for the FMI program, I'm thankful for having a job, of course. But overall, I like the fact that the guys are working hard. I'm very happy to be a part of it, and I hope this program becomes part of the first year experience program at Coppin State University. Thank you for having me.
Victor, and it was written by C.W. Long now. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but think you can't, it's almost a cinch you won't. If you think you'll lose, you're lost. But out in the world we find success begins with the fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you are outclassed, you are. You got to think high to rise. You got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win the prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man. But sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can.
James Hamilton, and we both alums of Coppin State University. And I just want to say congratulations to all the freshmen. You guys have come such a long way that you don't even understand. But most of all, I'm glad you made it through your first year. To everybody else that has something to do with this program, Dr. Ross, Steve Belize, Jerome Blake, myself, James Hamilton, Ms. Smith, and all the mentors and mentees, I just want to say thank you. Let's keep this legacy going because we are Coppin State University.
Definitely Coppin State University. I definitely want to say congratulations to all the participants in the FMI program. I want y'all to keep up the good work. Make sure that y'all pay it forward for the incoming freshmen next year. Make sure y'all share that knowledge with them. Continue to do your work, but also inspire somebody else to do what they need to do so that all of us as black men can graduate, go into careers, start families, like they said, be businessmen, husbands, fathers, and whatever it is we need to be to handle our business. Just want to congratulate y'all and say keep up the good work. Let's go Coppin State.
The Unsung Heroes Award. This award goes to both, it goes to a mentee and a mentor. This award represents the mentor and mentee that participate in the meetings and the program as a whole. Despite what these students face in their lives, they continue to work hard and shine brightly. The mentee who won this award has a tremendous story that would amaze anyone. His hunger for education should be an inspiration for all. The mentor who won this award deserves recognition for his hard work as well. I doubt anyone here can say they left the meeting without one or two of his comments. For their hard work and pursuit of education, we award mentee Devontae Thomas and mentor Anthony Brown.
All I can really say I was at war with myself, really, because I ain't really know what side I want to take really at the beginning. First of all, I'd like to thank you, Dr. Avery, James, Sean, Steve, and all the other mentees ahead and mentors ahead. It actually guided me to do more than what I actually did. I changed my clothes really, you know. Everybody else got a nice little shirt on like this, you know, but I changed my clothes, I gotta go to work. I'd like to let y'all know the FMI program was a good program. Taught me a lot, helped me to push forward, you know, and form a brotherhood between men that's actually doing something. Like have a difference between a man and a boy. It's a big difference between that. I actually learned that with the FMI program. There's a lot that I could just go on about Dr. Ross, Sean, and James, and the rest of the mentors and the mentees. But one person I'd like to stick up to Sean. I'd like to thank you, man. You were there for me from the first.
This has been a great experience. I mean, what can I say? A lot of people sprouted, matured over the years, you know. I think it's a good opportunity for freshmen who, like myself, don't know which way to go, come in and, you know, meet somebody like myself who's learned and tell them, this is the route, this is the blueprint. So, big ups to the FMI program.
These students, the reason that they won this award for academic excellence is for everything that we've been trying to teach you guys in the program. Figuring out how to manage your time. Figuring out how to get the best possible grade. Actually learning, as opposed to attending class. Graduating or actually, you know, finishing a course and saying, I learned something. I'm very proud of Mr. Dunn for getting a 4.0 GPA. But if he came out with that 4.0 GPA and he knew nothing, could you really call that academic excellence? You couldn't. You couldn't. And these students are on the path to academic excellence. So we'd like to present these awards to Mr. Hugh Prince, Tom Bakai, Fairway Dempster, Christian Kwashi.
Just want to emphasize how great the program, the FMI program is. Coming to a school like Coppin, it's really important to have a mentor, someone that pushes you along and helps you know that you can succeed. And that's what the FMI program achieves. It brings the mentors and the mentees together. And it's been a great year, really. It just helps you to see how much you can achieve if you have someone pushing you along and helping you along the way. I had someone help me along the way, and I'm glad to be able to help someone else along the way. And I wish that the FMI program continues for many, many more years into the future, because the importance of mentorship to a college student cannot be overestimated.
I didn't have this luxury of having somebody to mentor. So having this facility in the school is really important because it helps, it signifies brotherhood and helps young people to come together. And I think grades and everything will be different with this program present.
I mean, mentor, mentee. It's been a good year working together, trying to get these grades together. Everybody's got to continue to work hard and come back every semester.
Oh, using that?
Been a good year, but we wanted to take this time to tell Coppin State University that
We do not look alike.
They publicize all the easy stuff, college, but they don't say how hard it's going to be. They're living on Coppin campus. They say you should do this, but necessarily don't always give you the instructions how. So this program kind of helped to fill in the blanks, that help like try to ease with the adjustment, make it so there's somebody that you got there on your left hand. Because I mean, I can go to class, that has nothing changed, but being away from home, living in dorm life, I mean, having to set up your schedule so that you got your classes and everything else, that's the stuff that fundamentally what made the biggest.
Lucky enough to be in the program last year as a mentee. I had one of the best mentors. He socially helped me out, academically helped me out. I received a really high GPA, actually the second highest GPA in the program. I'm blessed for that stuff. And as a mentee last year, it helped me learn how to be a better man. And there's not many programs like that. And that's the FMI program.
I've seen a program quite like this, but I also see where the program like this was guaranteed and definitely needed. I think these students here are actually grabbing the fundamentals from people who are actually doing the same thing. Me and my mentee, maybe a few years apart. I'm a senior, he's a freshman. I get to teach him everything that I know, not only about college, but I get to teach him what I know about life in general. A lot of the things that he's going through, I may have just went through them. A lot of times stuff happens and you don't understand why. It takes time for you to move on, for you to understand why that happened. Well, I've had things that have happened a while ago and now I understand them. So the things that have happened to my mentee that he does not understand, I can help him move forward to where he gets his understanding from those things. This program should be implemented on just about every campus that there's black men. We really need to get these guys together. Our numbers are poor. I mean, less than 3% of us get degrees every year. So this is one of those programs that's going to curb that number.
This program is just so much needed. You know, we're so proud of Dr. Ross and all of the young men who participate in this program, you know, because you look at the stereotypes of this, about African American males, and everything is negative. So when you see these young men participating in a program like this, it just does my heart so much good. But you know, and these are future leaders of the world, and we need to do all we can to uplift them and make sure they continue to be successful, not only in academics but life. So I just congratulate all of these young men and just wish them Godspeed. You don't know how many people who are betting you are not going to succeed as African American males. But I can tell you is that in the end, you are strong men. You're going to be fathers. You're going to be husbands. You're going to be leaders. And you're going to be difference makers in this